The American Policeman by Paul Harvey, some 50 something years ago. A policeman is a composite of what all men are, mingling of a saint and sinner, dusk and daddy. What that really means is that they are exceptional, they are unusual, they are not commonplace. Buried under the froth is the fact. And the fact is, less than one half of 1% of policemen misfit the uniform. And that is a better average than you would find among clergymen. What is a policeman? He, of all men, is at once the most needed and the most wanted. A strangely nameless creature who is sir to his face and pig or worse to his back. He must be such a diplomat that he can settle differences between individuals so that each will think he won. But if the policeman is neat, he is conceited. If he is careless, he is a bum. If he's pleasant, he's a flirt. If he's not, he's a grouch. He must make instant decisions, which would require months for a lawyer. But if he hurries, he's careless. If he's deliberate, he's lazy. He must be first to an accident, infallible with a diagnosis. He must be able to start breathing, stop bleeding, tie splints, and above all, be sure the victim goes home without a limp. The police officer must know every gun, draw on the run, and hit where it doesn't hurt. He must be able to whip two men twice his size and half his age without damaging his uniform and without being brutal. If you hit him, he's a coward. If he hits you, he's a bully. The policeman from a single hair must be able to describe the crime, the weapon, the criminal, and tell you where the criminal is hiding. But if he catches the criminal, he's lucky. If he doesn't, he's a dunce. He runs files and writes reports until his eyes ache to build a case against some felon who will get dealed out by a shameless Seamus. The policeman must be a minister, a social worker, a diplomat, a tough guy, and a gentleman. And of course, he'll have to be a genius, for he will have to feed a family on a policeman's salary.
Welcome to Man's Man Monday, a production of the James McGee Show, where it's okay to be masculine, it's okay to be tough, and it's okay to be, well, be a man. Join your host, James McGee, on discussions what a man should be and put an end to the toxic masculinity movement.
Welcome back to the James McGee Show. I am your host. I am James McGee. It's Monday, so it's Man's Man Monday. Well, this week is special. It's National Police Week. So each night, each show will be something to do with law enforcement, something to do with Police Week. So tonight being Man's Man Monday, we're going to talk about men. There is no more of a man's man than a man that is willing to do the work of a cop. Yes, I know women do the work too. Wednesday will be for the ladies. They will have their own night. So I read something that is over 50 years old. I'm a big Paul Harvey fan and have been since I was a kid. The biggest compliment that I've gotten since I started doing this show is a friend of mine told me that there's only one Paul Harvey, but the way that I tell stories and the way that I am thought provoking reminded him of Paul Harvey. Well, that made my year. So what I want to do tonight is talk about the men, talk to the men that are doing this job. I had a 30-year career. I had a great career. And I've said this before, and I'm going to say it every chance that I get. There is no better quality of a cop, of an American law enforcement officer, than the ones that are doing it today. We have a great generation. They're smart. They have information at their fingertips. They're inquisitive. And we need more. So I want to talk to the men tonight. Every man's man out there that is doing the job. And I want to talk to the men who are thinking about doing the job. There's no better career. There is no better job. And I thank you for the job that you are doing and willing to endure what you endure every day on this job. This generation is some of the best, but they're also serving in some of the most trying times of our nation of being a police officer. So, to each of you, I am beyond proud of you. I am thankful for you. And I am with you, my brother. When I developed this platform, and it's not just for cops, but one of the motivators was I've always been one to speak my mind, but as much as I can. You're limited when you were in public service. I have no limits. I am with you. I will be. I am your voice. You will not be fucked over without a word from me, without me having your back. I am with you. I am with you mentally, emotionally, and physically. I don't care what part of the nation you are. If you need me, I am there. I am proud of you. I love you. I don't know you, but I love you. You're doing this job. You're willing to do this job, and you're doing it right, and you're doing it for the right reasons. I love you. I want you to know that, and I want you to keep out there. Keep your eye on why you are doing this job. This is the week for you to remember why. Remember this, and I've said this before. I used to say this every year during Police Week. It's real easy to get caught up in the negativity, get caught up in the downside of the job and people hating you, and I get that. But what I challenge each of you to do is go back and rewind to that first day. To that first day that you put that uniform on. How proud you were. That uniform was pressed, boots were shined, badge polished. You were looking sharp, clean haircut, in shape. You were proud. Probably went to your mama's house. You didn't tell anybody, but you probably went to your mama's house so she could take pictures. Probably sent a selfie to your girlfriend or girl you was trying to get with. Look at me. How proud I am. I'm going to work on my first day. And you walked into that briefing room, that squad room, or whatever your department calls it. You walked in scared to death, but proud. Why were you proud? Because you were amongst the finest profession in the nation. You are an American policeman. And there is nothing better than American policeman. Stay tuned this week, each evening, and I got a surprise at the end. Each evening or each day, we will have something special for Police Week. Until tomorrow, McGee